Good morning, students. Since we had a recorded period today, so I thought of bringing this topic for you all. You can see on the screen, I have come with a very humorous poem. You can see on the screen, The Tale of Custard the Dragon by Ogden Nash. Today is 21st September 2020, Monday, right? So the poem is very interesting and it's a humorous poem by Ogden Nash. You will definitely enjoy the poem, and definitely through the poem he wanted to give us a message. Though the poem is looks quite humorous, but he wanted to give us a message. So that is all about the poem. So we'll quickly go to the instructions. Was the video, right? So till the end. We'll go for again The Tale of Custard the Dragon, that is by Ogden Nash. So about the poet, so Frederick Ogden Nash was an American poet famous for his light verse. He was known as the producer of humorous poetry. He received Sarah Josepha Hale Award in 1964. See students, this poem is really a humorous one. Humorous means that make us laugh, right? Definitely the poem is interesting, you'll be liking it. Let's go to the introduction. Actually the poem talks about little girl Belinda. Belinda had a few pets. For example, there was a kitten, black kitten whose name was Ink, gray mouse named Bling, yellow dog. That means kitten was there, a mouse was there, and a dog was there, and a dragon was there. The dragon was said here coward, but in the end you will understand dragon was not at all a coward. So actually the poem goes like this. Except the dragon, all the other pets, for example, Ink, Bling, and Ink, Bling, and what is the next one? Mustard. All they always used to prove themselves that they are the brave. They are the brave animals, brave pets. But the dragon was always classified as a coward, because every time the dragon used to ask for a nice safe case. Now see, the other pets, for example the dog, the mouse, and the kitten, they always showed them that they are very much brave, and they did not ask for any kind of safe case. But this dragon was demanding every time. We can see the dragon demanding every time that for a nice safe case. But what happened one day a pirate attacked Belinda. Now what happened? The entire the brave pets disappeared. See, and now what happened? The dragon came and attacked the pirate and finally killed him. See students, here how interesting the poem is. Till the problem was not there, the other pets always used to prove themselves and show themselves that they are the brave creatures. But always this dragon used to ask for a kind of safe case, and he was he was labeled as a coward. But when the situation had come, when the difficulty had come, what had happened? The entire other animals fled, and it was the dragon who saved the life of the little girl named Belinda. But even then, after killing that one also, that pirate too, even after that, this dragon had been asking for a nice safe case. Quite interesting, right? So definitely we will go to deep into it. You will understand the poem in a better way. And actually the basic of the poem is very simple. We need to show our power when in need, right? It's only some people also, we say certain times, we say people, they say so many things about their bravery. When the real situation comes, they fly away. And some people never say about their bravery, but when situation comes, they come and help, right? So this is what the basic message of the poem, right? We must help people in the time of need instead of trying to prove ourselves something better, right? So never say that I can do this, I can do that, right? When the situation comes, prove it. So that is the basic of the poem, right? So definitely we'll go stanza-wise explanation. This is the first stanza. It's very easy to understand. Belinda lives in a little white house with a little black kitten and a little grey mouse and a little yellow dog and a little red wagon and a really or truly or little pet dragon. Now see these things, like how the poem is assembled. The words are assembled in a very humorous way. Now how this Belinda lived in a white house and she had certain pets. The names you have to remember, right? Who was what is that called? Okay, names are not given here, right? So dog, kitten, and mustard, custard, right? So these names you have to remember. See, Belinda lived in a house with these pets. Now the name of the little black kitten was Ink. Now it is given. The little black kitten was Ink, and the little grey mouse, she called him Blink. And the little yellow dog was sharp as mustard. And the dragon was a coward and she called him Custard. Now see how you can see the rhyme scheme also. Ink, Blink, mustard, custard, AABB, right? So this is what is given here. Definitely we will try to understand the poem first, and I'll ask you to read it by the end of the poem, by the end of my explanation. So we'll go to the next. I will not explain you again because it's already written clearly, and hope that you will understand. If you face any difficulty, you can go to Google Classroom and have a look of the slides that will be uploaded by tomorrow. So by today. So Custard, the dragon, had big sharp teeth, how dragons normally look like, and spikes on top of him and scales underneath. Mouth like a fireplace chimney or for a nose, and a really or truly or daggers on his toes. Now see how this dragon was explained here. But after having all these qualities, this dragon always used to ask for a safe case. Never tried to show the power, and because of that he was labeled as a coward, right? So this is the quality of the dragon, the qualities that dragon had. The meanings are also written here. You can have a look in Google Classroom. Belinda was as brave as a barrel full of beers, and Ink and Blink chased lions down the stairs. Mustard was as brave as a tiger in a race, but Custard cried for a nice safe case. Now see the students, Belinda was brave. Now what happened? Ink, Blink, they are too brave, they can chase a lion. How it is compared here, right? So poetic devices are used here, but I will not tell you the poetic devices. That is your homework to find out the poetic devices, right? So Mustard was as brave as tiger as a race, but Custard cried for a nice safe case. Now see how Custard is presented here, right? The dragon is presented here. Belinda tickled him. She tickled him unmercifully. Ink, Blink, and Mustard, they rudely called him Percival. They all sat laughing in the little red wagon, and really or truly a cowardly dragon. Now you can see here Percival, how they used to call this creature. A knight in King Arthur's court, right? Now the Blink Bastard, they rudely called him Percival. Now see, humorously, but he always used to say that he is a coward. He was he is afraid of certain things. They all sat laughing in the little red wagon. There was a wagon. Wagon is a cart, right? So that is what is written here. Belinda used to stroke the wagon in a dry, cruel way. Ink, Blink, and Mustard made fun of him by comparing him with a knight named Percival. Make fun of, actually, right? He had all the possessions, all the qualities, even then he was very much coward. Ironically, he was called Percival. Now we'll go to this. Belinda giggled till she shook the house, and Blink said, "Weak, which is giggling for a mouse." Ink and Mustard rudely asked his age, when Custard cried for a nice safe case. Every time the Custard dragon had been searching for a nice safe case, right? Every time. I told you, when the situation will come, where this dragon will come up and attack the pirate and kill. So, but how here the dragon is portrayed is a very humorous one, and all laughed at the dragon. But when the situation came, dragon was the one to help them out. So suddenly they heard a nasty sound, a Mustard growl, and they looked around. "Mewch!" cried Ink, and "Oh!" cried Belinda, for there was a pirate climbing in the window. Right? See, that is what now they saw that a pirate had entered. Pirate is a person who robs ship in the sea. So winda is a window. It's a word you can see here, right? Nasty is a bad and unpleasant. You can see the word meanings also. Don't worry, it will be given there. Pistol in his left hand, pistol in his right, and he held his teeth, a cutlass bright. His beard was black, one leg was wood. It was near that the pirate meant no good. Actually, definitely pirates, like no, the dacoits and the thieves do think that they have some good. And finally, he was holding pistols and all, right? Guns and all. Belinda pale and she cried help, help, but Mustard fled from the terrified yelp. Ink tickled down to the bottom of the househole and little mouse blinked strategically mousehole. Now what happened? They all fled. Now who had come at the particular moment? That was, but up jumped Custard, snorting like an engine, clashed his tail like irons in a dungeon, with a clatter and a clank of and a jangling squirm. He went at the pirate like a robin at a worm, like how robin birds attack the worms, like the same way he attacked the pirate. And finally, what had happened? Killed the pirate. Now see, who killed? Who was ridiculed? Who was laughed? Right? Who was like made fun of, being that getting scared of, and the brave ones who all fled. And that is the basic of the poem. No, whatever you say that doesn't work, your action actually works, right? So how you may say that I'll do that, I'll do this, but when situation comes, if you run away, no use of that bravery. We don't need that. The pirate gaped at Belinda's dragon and gulped some grog from his pocket flagon. He fired 2 bullets, but they did not hit. The Custard gobbled him every bit. Now see, feel it. Belinda embraced him. Mustard licked him. No one mourned with his pirate victim. Ink and blink in glee did gyrate around the dragon that ate the pirate. Now what happened? Finally, the dragon ate the pirate. You can see the word meanings given there, and definitely the if you find difficulty in understanding my explanation, you can go through Google Classroom and you can read the explanatory slides. You can just go for it. Put presently up spoke little Doc Mustard. I would have been twice as brave if I had been flustered. And up spoke Ink and up spoke Blink. We would have been 3 times as brave, we think. And Custard said, I quite agree that everybody is braver than me. Now see, when the pirate was eaten, killed, and finally they came out and started saying that I could have done this, I could have done this, right? But in who was the particular animal, the pet who saved Belinda's life? Who was criticized and who was laughed at. So Belinda else lives in her little white house with her little black kitten and her little grey mouse and her little yellow dog and her little red wagon and her really or truly or little pet dragon. Belinda is as brave as a barrel full of beers, and Ink and Blink chase lions down the stairs. Mustard is as brave as a tiger in the race, but Custard keeps crying for a nice safe case. Even in the end, the poem is given like this. Even after killing the pirate, this dragon did not show its bravery, right? So that is what the end of the poem. Actually, see students, the basic of the poem is very simple. We have to show our power when in need. And after showing our power, we should not say that I had done this, I had done this, because if you see closely, look at this one, all the other pets, they showed so many things. They tried to show to the people, show off to the people that they can do this, they can do that, they could do that. But finally, when the situation had come, it was only the dragon who saved Belinda. Secondly, see, after killing the pirate also, he had been searching for a nice safe case. It is the humility of the dragon. Now see, even the dragon was too courageous, and who had the ability to kill that pirate, even then did not show any kind of attitude, right? So this is what the simple poem and humorous. I hope that you understood. Your homework is to find out the poetic devices. There are so many poetic devices. Alliteration is there, repetition is there, the rhyme scheme is there. You need to find out, and with one example you have to write it down, right? Hope that you understood the poem, and if you find any difficulty, tomorrow definitely during our live class we'll have a discussion. Thank you and have a great day ahead.